My boyfriend proposed to me in front of 40 people at a restaurant after I had specifically told him not to propose in public. The conversation where I told him happened 5 weeks earlier. We had been watching something on television and a scene came up where one character proposed in a crowded place, and I said plainly that I found public proposals uncomfortable. He asked me why and I told him. It puts the person being proposed to in a position where they cannot respond honestly because everyone is watching and the social pressure to say yes is enormous. He nodded. He seemed to understand. What he said in his text later when we were working through it was that he thought I would feel differently when it was actually happening. He thought it would be romantic and that in the moment I would be swept up in it. He believed his knowledge of me in that moment was more accurate than what I had directly told him 5 weeks earlier with no stakes and no audience. The proposal happened at my friend Gabriella's birthday dinner. 40 people at a long table at an Italian restaurant I had been to many times and liked. Midway through the main course, the music cut, my boyfriend Kyle stood up, and the whole table turned toward us. I felt my face go neutral the way it does when I am processing something faster than I can react to it. He got through about 30 seconds of a speech, and he bent down on one knee. I said I needed a moment. Not no, not yes. I needed a moment. I smiled, I touched his face, I said give me just 1 second, and I excused myself. In the bathroom, I opened my messages with Kyle. I found the conversation from 5 weeks earlier. I screenshotted the relevant exchange, my exact words, his response, and sent it to him with no caption. And I went back to the table. Kyle had stood back up by then. The table was quiet in that specific way. A room gets quiet when something has gone wrong, but no one is sure how wrong. He looked at his phone. His face changed. Gabriella, who is one of my closest friends and who had not known this was going to happen, caught my eye from across the table and mouthed, "Are you okay?" I nodded. Kyle and I stepped outside for about 10 minutes. He had the decency to be mortified rather than defensive. He said he understood. He said he was sorry. I told him that was a start, but what I needed him to understand was not just that he had embarrassed me. It was that he had made a unilateral decision to override something I had told him clearly because he thought his instinct about how I would feel was more accurate than my own stated preference. He heard that. I think he actually heard it. We went back inside. Gabriella kept the evening moving with the specific grace that makes her someone I have kept in my life for a decade. Nobody at the table asked me directly what my answer was. The ring went back in his pocket. Kyle and I talked for a long time over the next 2 weeks. He proposed again, at home, no audience, just the two of us on a regular Wednesday evening. He asked if this was okay first. I said yes. The ring was the same ring. My answer was yes too. But the Wednesday proposal was the one that counted. He knew it and I knew it. 40-person version was a lesson. The Wednesday version was the real thing. I kept the screenshot.